Dajahao, hi guys, it's Shanae and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm reacting to episode 4 of Justice in the Dark. I am so excited. This show has me hook, line and sinker, and I'm so intrigued to see where they take everything because again, I barely have any idea where the show is gonna go. So I'm way too invested. Anyway, before we do get into it, I just want to say a quick massive thank you to all my amazing patrons and channel members. If you're interested in joining either of those for early access and uncut reactions to things like Justice in the Dark, the links for it will be in the description below, along with my social media and my PO box. And if you want to subscribe, that's also greatly appreciated. But also, please note that because of the way that Yoko structures their copyright things, I am going to be doing the first 7 minutes as reaction on here, and then the remaining last bit of the reaction will be in the description below via Daily Motion. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, how are you not good when it comes to blood? Oh, he did mention, I forgot. Not gonna lie, I kind of thought he lied originally when he said that he's not good when it comes to blood. Yay for amazing teamwork, but damn, these guys do not mess around. Their teamwork is just, I'm already living for it. Oh goodness. Whoa, he's really struggling here. This is super serious. Not that I didn't originally consider it serious, but they ran over someone on a bike and everything like that, and we're on episode 4. Okay. They need to stop the car and get out, but obviously they also can't really do that. Oh my soul. Why do they give off old married couple energy already? But that was so attractive, him pulling the car around like that. Guys, I'm living for this. I don't think that's advisable. Usually the road is blocked off for a reason. What if... I mean, I would be terrified if I was the poor girl, because she's just along for the ride, hoping that they don't get hit. I don't think he's gonna take too kindly to that, but I do find it kind of funny, even though I probably shouldn't. That's one way to argue with him. Not so much don't do it, rather it's not worth it. Yes, okay, cool. I think he's about to heal. Poor Peso really did not look well there. How are you the one not being examined, considering you the one who had an axe chop his back?
我知道我这次犯了个人英雄主义的错误，我下次还有下次没有，绝对没有，我保证不会再有下次。对了，陈震呢？抢救无效，死亡。
Unfortunately, I'm not surprised.
到底有没有联系？两件事，特调组都要彻查到底。
Well, at least we agree on one thing. That was such a good chase scene, though.
渴了吧？
Yeah, I can imagine. Wait, that's his jacket, isn't it? That's YOUS jackets, not Su's.
本来以为是一起普通的谋杀案，谁知道牵出一个案情来，就顺藤摸瓜的提溜出一个贩毒团伙。你为什么来这儿啊？该不会一直跟着我吧？
I mean, that's exactly what he was doing, but I don't think he'll ever admit it.
我下台口的，上有老下有小的，家里有逼本的，自己在外面吃苦，留着钱给家里。
Yeah, unfortunately, not everyone is fortunate enough to have a choice.
喂，涛哥，说是在车上发现了一条带血迹的领带，化验了吗？结果刚刚出来。
We know that the tie is a murder weapon, but didn't Su also guess something like that? Miss Her? Who's that? Oh, that's the mother of the guy who passed away.
陆会长，你怎么回事你？这么大的事情你连招呼都不打一声，就自己私下去查，怎么着？真把自己当超级英雄了？
You were on a date.
刚才肚主都把我骂一顿了，你就别再补我一刀啊！你受伤了吗？啊
Yeah.
我就是一比喻，我能那么容易受伤？
I think he's intrigued by the fact that Zhao isn't telling him that he is injured, even though Su obviously knows that he is.
刚才何中医的母亲给我打电话，说我可能要在过去的这件事结束一下了。好，那我先进去了。
How was the date? I'm curious.
别坐。谢谢啊。
Oh goodness. That smile, that smile, that smile, that smile. But also, I love how he's like, I was on a date for one night. What the hell happened?
罗队，你要稍微我给你带过来，别省一时，你继续省，啊。
Oh yay! I really hope this guy ends up joining the SID.
我上个学校留下讲解，我和保姆一块住在学校附近，每个1周3趟回家看他一次。
Oh, so that was on one of the visits to her that he discovered her body. It wasn't even just him returning her home from a normal day at school or something like that. And I was about to say, I feel like he feels a kind of a kindredness with her because I think it feels like he understands her pain. And I feel like this kind of confirms it, the fact that he's willing to confide in her about this. Wow, okay, I was not expecting to just randomly be crying in episode 4, like, damn.
你告诉阿姨好不好？阿姨求求你了，你告诉阿姨好不好？我，
Huh?
我对不起邹一哥，我对不起你，对不起。
I didn't believe that. Maybe I should just take it at face value, but I think he might more mean that his actions led to her son's death, because it just doesn't quite make sense. It doesn't seem like he would just randomly wear a suit only to use the tie to murder her son. It seems more like if he were to kill him, it would be in a moment of anger and not calculated at all. That's my thing. If he did indeed kill him, why would he need a photo? He would know what the scene looked like when he left the guy after killing him.
不是他。什么？姚小伟，不是他。
I agree.
本来想得意洋洋的，想等着何宗义回来之后让他收自己的东西，没想到何宗义不但没回来，还死在了那个地方。是。
I mean, that really doesn't sound like he actually murdered him, even if he made a false confession out of guilt the first time. That doesn't even sound like a false confession because of guilt.
你是怎么断定姚小伟不是凶手的？我从一开始就没有把他当做嫌疑人过。
Okay, like I was rooting for the police officer with the glasses, but he seems a bit odd right now, and I can't decide if he's just emotionally very invested because he's still a very green cop, so he's not yet used to having to keep his emotions controlled when he's doing interrogations, or if he's going to be revealed to be a dirty cop.
那么是谁杀了何宗义？又是谁想要嫁祸给张东兰？张东兰给的人员名单查了没有？看财产，暂时没有关键人物。
I think you should call him Peisu.
你会拿出一根烟来，不抽，不重新放回去，另挑一根，有什么好挑的？
Like, I know that's referencing the boyfriend, but how is it connected? That was very creepy. I wonder if she's gonna try and do something to the guy who confessed to killing her son.
你为什么可以送我？因为我看到了上面的地址。
Are we gonna find out what the address is? I'm assuming it has something to do with the Golden Triangle area.
陆长官，我能一起去吗？不可以，他是要自杀。你怎么知道？他自己告诉我的。可笑的是，我没听出来。
要是自己没什么特别的本事，每天能拍一拍。
So I'm assuming his mother basically maybe killed herself when she found out that his father was gonna restrict her access to Peisu even more, or maybe he was gonna get complete custody or something like that.
陆长官，如果我去的话，他至少还能听我讲几句话。
Yeah, it's a risk you have to take because if they can't keep her from going through with it and Peisu isn't there, then they'll always wonder if things could have turned out differently had Peisu been there.
动不了Peisu，如果是我的话，我一定会让这场自杀成为一场表演，所有人都会看到。
Oh, that's cruel.
毕竟对于他们这种人来说，意义远比实际要重要的多。所有小组去新东区 CBD 支援。
That's a lot of trust that he's placing on Peisu.
天幕长廊的所有权是在数字贸易大厦吗？给我找一下他们的遗嘱，快！
Oh, I like that he's pulling his own strings to try and sort this out. I just wonder what he told her in order to drive her to do this. say I appreciate the fact that the amount of people in this version of SID is more believable than the very select few members that Guardian SID consisted of. Like, I feel like this world is a little bit fuller in certain ways. Oh goodness, I don't think they're gonna be in time. Unless maybe Peisu figures it out. Oh, I feel nauseous just looking at that. Why? Like, what is the guy threatening her with that would drive her to do something like this? Or is it just as simple as she wants to be with her son? But is the place where the expo is located, is it perhaps like a competing firm to the lawyer guy? Or like, what would be the motive for creating a spectacle here of all places? Okay, so let's see, maybe. But it's bad to know that he's watching her, because whatever thing he might have threatened her with would then still be executed if she didn't go through with it. I feel like this is more likely to drive her to lose her balance. I appreciate that they're showing like all the different ways that they're trying to narrow the amount of time that this is gonna take, because oftentimes I feel like you as the viewer can look at a situation and be like, but why aren't they trying this? Why aren't they trying that? Like, clearly here they are trying as many things as possible. Oh, is he gonna do like a direct address to her?
阿姨好，我给您打电话您没有接，所以只能试着以这种方式来联络您。如果我自己的妈妈还活着的话，应该跟您差不多年纪，你也会给宗义晒被子吗？要是有一天，所有的窗帘全部都紧拉着，屋里只有一股死气沉沉的味道。
Wow, I have to say I didn't expect him to be willing to do something like this. But now his nerves make sense.
我一直有个问题想问你：什么样的妈妈会特意掐着时间把自己的尸体留给她的孩子？
Yeah, that is something, and it's strange because I know it's something that often occurs. Maybe I shouldn't say often, but yeah, I've heard of circumstances where the suicides were timed around birthdays, things like that. It's just, it is a thing.
怎么样能让你高兴一点？
I think it's interesting. Sorry, I'm like struggling not to cry right now. I think it's interesting because I think ideally he probably wouldn't be wanting to be in this headspace while addressing this woman. But I think it's interesting that he seems unable to stop himself from speaking all the things that he's been keeping locked inside for probably years and years. But this is, I have to say, this is not the speech I was expecting. I'm honestly stressed that she's gonna accidentally fall off. But it's interesting that this man was so aggravated by the interference.
老大，找到了，在双子大厦里露天台。
Yes.
最后一个。
Yeah, and the problem is I don't think they know that he would be watching, so I don't think they've sent anyone to catch him while they try and stop her. Yeah, the problem is you can't take the stairs if it's such a tall building.
不可能，这个凶手很自大，他一定就在双子大厦。举手。是。
And he has the power to turn off
阿姨，
the electricity.
现在凶手还没有抓到，我也想再给您多待一会儿，能不能再给我一次假装看见妈妈的机会？
It's a very strange way of talking to her, but it's weirdly effective. Oh, okay. This was like not quite what I was afraid of, but also exactly what I was afraid of. Okay, grab the other hand. Okay, now you have to try and get your... Oh no. I was about to say she has to try and get her footing on the ledge below, but it seems like it's too far away.
抓紧，别松手！
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Keep hold. Almost there, I feel like.
黑总，人救下来了。
I appreciate that they showed how difficult it is to try and keep a body from going with gravity, basically.
没事。SID， 你被逮捕了，郑红川。
This poor woman, I feel like basically boneless from the sun adrenaline leaving her. And again, I appreciate the small details of like setting up a like that fall thing, obviously with something as high as that, the likelihood of being able to save her, not big. But the fact that they took all the measures that they possibly could to try and ensure her safety is appreciated. Way too arrogant, oh my word.
干什么？
你也给我上去！
我这是想体检。
你看看你这花红柳绿的德行，赶紧上车，明天老实在医院待着，别回来了。你
行了，裴素呢？在哪儿？
More biting her than it seemed at the start.
哎，老大！
Oh my word, the hip and the back and the arms, all of it. That's a pose.
手机铃声当播放器，让我给你点歌呢是吧？
What a pair they make.
你刚才在天幕上说的话，是真心话？
I think even if he is, he's not gonna admit it afterwards.
我是个情感共情障碍患者，所以当然不是。我只是混淆我和他的经历，试图和他建立感情上的联系。
I don't actually believe that.
我拿铅笔把它涂了出来，发现那是一份你父亲的行程单。你不会是一直注视着你父亲的行程吧？
Interesting. So he seems to be at least partially aware of there being more to the story. I think he might still be missing some key factors, but we shall see.
后来你父亲又发生了意外。
So you think he murdered his father?
所以你怀疑我做了手脚？很可能就是。不对。而且对于我们来说，也就是你们口中所谓的零度共情者。
Oh goodness, he just really likes to aggravate Lo Wei-jiao, doesn't he? But also, he also really likes to lean in and be as close to the man's face as humanly possible without kissing.
我根本就不在乎他的死活，只要……哎，我跟你好好说话吧，啊，你能不能别招人嫌？跟谁讨人嫌？你。
That just completely took away the threatening atmosphere. I kind of love that.
我打算为我这些年对你的偏见和怀疑给你道歉。
Okay, I'm here for it. Just suddenly he's feeling flustered. Oh my word.
谁也不知道暗藏在地底下的是什么样的怪物，就像周鸿川，一个新州政法大学法律系毕业的律师，却知法犯法。
Yeah, that's true, but I think your case of not knowing who you are is more to do with a very complicated family history and constantly being told who everyone else thinks you are.
所以陆长官，你一直凭借你信仰的正确去推理判断一个人，也没有错。等一下，一个新州政法大学法律系毕业的律师却知法犯法。
Yeah. But she also did.
原来这两个案子的连接点在……我也走了。
Oops.
罗伟超，罗伟超，不好意思。
Wow, okay. So he was like full focus one moment and then the fatigue just hit him. I'm assuming maybe also the just like overextending himself while also grievously wounded. Yeah, that's why I was like, you shouldn't be patting his back. No, you mustn't faint while he's fainting on top of you.
回医院吗？我这简单问老大爷，感觉快不行了，请问怎么交工？
I love that. Oh my word. That delivery was just excellent. Okay, this show is just so much fun. It really does an excellent job of balancing the humor and the more light-hearted moments between the characters with the like more action-packed moments and then the more emotional moments. I feel like they do a good job of spacing it out as well, because I feel like oftentimes the action-packed moments in a lot of shows can also have the emotional moments, and here, interestingly enough, it's very separate, which I find more in action movies. And I'm kind of liking this genre. It's not a genre that I often get a chance to react to. Even things like Killer and Healer, and even to an extent Guardian, I would say, didn't really have that same like action movie feel that this sometimes has, and it for me adds an extra element of fun, because it's very like the action sequences are very well done, but also very animated and well thought out. And yeah, I don't know how else to explain it, but it has a lot of energy to it that I think just makes the scenes feel so much more vivid and compelling than it would otherwise. But yeah, and then obviously I'm enjoying Pei-su and Lo Wei-jiao's relationship so much. They play off of each other really well, and it's interesting to like see them slowly starting to kind of find footing working together. I'm intrigued to see how it's going to go from here, because I think it was important, this moment of Lu Weijiao acknowledging that he is starting to see the humanity in Pei Su that he maybe hasn't allowed himself to really see before. So yeah, I love that. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, and otherwise I'll see you guys again next time. 再见。